Welcome back to my channel. And in case you're new here, I'm Joanna and I make weekly videos about organizing, motivation and lifestyle. In today's video, I wanted to show you calendar blocking, what this is all about and how to use this. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use a digital calendar to calendar block and schedule block your time to get things done and be more organized. I feel like I've been using this method for so long, but I never actually knew what the proper term for it was. Well, now I do. It's called calendar blocking, a thing I've been using since forever, especially during my university time when I really needed to get myself ready and organized to be able to study effectively for my exam sessions. I needed to know exactly how much time I have on my hands and how much material I need to go over to feel like I'm really prepared and ready to take those exams. And although I wasn't using digital calendars then, with the development of technology, I feel like digital calendar and calendar blocking is something so readily available to us at this point that it's a complete waste not to use it. But make sure to stay tuned in until the end of this video to find out my 2 pro tips on how to make the digital calendar and calendar blocking work. And by going to our Google Calendar, I decided to use Google Calendar because it's so easy to use it. It's free. That's probably one of the most important things. And I can hook it up to all of my devices. I can have access to it from my phone, my tablet, my computer, wherever I go. And I can keep switching devices without even worrying about updating it or doing any backups to it. Everything is stored in the cloud and it's so easy to just connect your new device to it, download Google Calendar, and everything you typed in is saved on there. The very first thing is you need to go to Google Calendars, and once you're there, you're going to see that my first week is already kind of filled in. This is what I would have to keep me going. In order to really show you how to calendar block, let's go a little bit into the future where my calendar is not really filled in just yet. There is only one thing here because this event keeps repeating itself every Monday. That's why it's already pre-scheduled for me. But let's assume that we are going to start on Tuesday. So we click pretty much anywhere on the calendar and you can add the title of what this is going to be. Say you're going to work. This is something that we're going to be doing every single day. If this is something that keeps repeating, you can click every weekday, Monday to Friday. That way it's going to be much easier for you. Save. When you're just filling out your Google Calendar, it's very important to think about your different routines. Alright, so now that we've added work, it's also very important to add to it all of the routines that keep happening in our day, so as to be able to really track how much time we have in the day to be as effective and as productive as we can in our day. So sleep is one such thing. That way you really see that, okay, during this time, I really am not available, but then between 6 and 8, I have that 2-hour period that I can do things in. So now that we've added work and sleep, it's really a good idea to add any other things that keep happening on a daily basis or a weekly basis, anything that is really a routine that you know is going to be happening all the time, and schedule that into your calendar so that you really have a very good picture of when you have some free time that you could use for something else, maybe something more productive, maybe to relax, It's really up to you how you use your calendar and how you make sure that the things that need to be done get done. But one good idea about scheduling your things on your digital calendar is to utilize the different colors that you can add to your different events. That way you really can schedule the most important things. On your left side of the screen, you have the different calendars that I personally added for myself. But as you can see at the bottom, it says other calendars, and there is a little plus, add other calendars. You can create a new one or find some existing ones. Those are usually for holidays, but of course, at this point, we're interested in creating our own. You can name it, let's say YouTube, for example, would do. Let's create it. And there it is. Now it's showing up here. Of course, you can change the color of it to any of the existing, or even add your own custom color to it. I like purples, so this one would do. That way it's really easy to see how much time you're actually using on a single thing. Digital calendars are a really good tool to feel and be organized, to be more productive, and measure how much time certain activities and tasks really take up of our time. That way we're very easily able to tell at a glance when we have more time and how effectively we can use it for something else. Whenever you're calendar blocking your day, it's also quite important to see which of the activities could be calendar blocked together. Say you're getting ready to go outside, you're going to do some shopping, but you've noticed that you were putting on your calendar also sending some mail or visiting your friends. So now that you are already getting out of your house, is there any possibility for you to join all of those activities together and have them all done in a single go? That way you are not wasting time of getting ready, getting prepared to go outside of your house more than it is really necessary. Alright, but it's easier said than really done. Having all of those things blocked and marked into your calendar is not going to make you actually do the things. You still have to do those things, and you still have to keep yourself accountable for doing them. The fact that you calendar blocked all of your time to do a certain thing doesn't mean that you can now freely move it along your week to a different date. You need to remember that once you committed to doing something, it is important to really stick to it and not move it along and push it away into the future. The problem with calendar blocking is that it's very easy to just close that tab and forget all about it, that you've blocked all of your time and that you should be very productive. There's nothing out there to remind you physically about the appointments and about the deadlines coming up. Very convenient, right? Tip number 1 is to set up reminders. It's a very easy thing to do when you're in your calendar and you want to remember to eat and study at 4 p.m. You have to click on the event, click on the little edit icon right there, and go to add notification. See this little bell over here? Add notification. You get to customize it. How many minutes or hours or days or weeks before the actual event you want to get a reminder to do the actual thing, to get ready for it. I tend to put 10 minutes so that I know that, in 10 minutes I'll have to move on to the next activity to really stay as productive as I can be. I'm going to set it for 10 minutes, and then when the actual time is getting near, my phone is going to ring and remind me that a new activity that I have set up on my digital calendar is coming up. That way I can really ensure that I stick to what I have planned for myself and that my digital calendar is working for me. Tip number 2 is for those of you who still are not exactly sold on the digital calendar but prefer having a solid hard copy of a calendar. It's still very easy to use a digital calendar, but if you prefer to have a physical copy right in front of you to remind you that, oh, okay, I have some plans that I need to stick to, it's actually very easy to, once you have everything planned for yourself, to print it out. Go over to the top of the page, top right, and choose whichever day, week, or month, year, schedule point interests you the most. Say month would be good if you planned for an entire month, but if you have not, a week works as well. Then you go to those little settings menu and you click print. That way you will have your physical copy right in front of you and there is no way that you can tell you forgot to look at your digital calendar. Now, question for you. Do you use digital calendar to get your things done? Let me know in the comment section down below. And no matter if you are a fan of the digital calendar or the paper calendar, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so as not to miss any of the upcoming videos. And while you're at it, click the like button and leave a comment, please. That's it for today. I'll see you next week. Bye!